Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to day one of the Health Business Bootcamp, where you're going to learn how to build or scale a purpose-driven health business that prospers. I am so incredibly excited to have each and every one of you here today. And you know what? The fact that you're here right now tells me everything I need to know about you. You are not just dreamers, you are doers. You're not settling for good enough. You are reaching for extraordinary. And my goal is to change your life and to help you move from where you are now to where you want to be. So let's connect and celebrate. Tell me in the chat your name and where you're from. And if you see me taking candies and things for I just need it for my throat. So please excuse me in advance. You can unmute and share. Just let's connect and celebrate. Where are you from?
I'm from Dubai. So excited to be here.
Thank you.
Tibbs. I'm from Washington State, here in the US.
Wow. Okay. Well, you are now part of something bigger. And once you're part of our movement, we're there for you for life. You're not just taking a master course, you're joining a tribe of health professionals who refuse to play small and want more for their business and for their life. So here's how to make this the most transformational experience. Show up fully, cameras on, and if that feels scary, the fear is your growth edge. So lean into it. John Maxwell says, champions are not made in the comfort zones. So one, dive deep. Complete every exercise like your dreams and your goals depend on it because they do. Celebrate every win. We're going to share those aha moments that light you up from the inside. Make sure you join our Plant Alliance page, and I'm going to put that in the chat, along with our Telegram page, which is going to give you lots of information and breakthrough insights. And do the homework. The homework is about discovering your soul's purpose and to help you make sure that you're following it. And also, if you don't have the book that goes with the course, you can get it at the link I'm about to put into the chat. It's normally $19.95, but everyone on the master course can get it for only $1. If you don't want to get the book, I'm going to have the info here for you. The only thing you won't have access to is some of the insightful questions to help discover more about what you truly want. And I'm going to put that link in as well. And then take massive action, because that is where the magic happens. So let me put this in for you right now. And there are some of the links that we are going to be using today. So here is my promise to you. I'm going to pour my heart and soul into you for the next 2 hours. I'm going to share breakthroughs that I've discovered, mindset secrets, strategies that have created miracles, and I really hope you get something out of today. I want you to feel empowered and strong, and that you can learn anything and go through it. So let's get to business. You are here for day one to build an existing business or to grow a business from your kitchen table in your pajamas, your pajama empire, if that's what you want. Whatever the version of your empire looks like, you are here to build an abundant business, and it's totally up to you. So my hope is to guide you with the step-by-step blueprint that's going to get you there over the next 3 days. So today, I want to talk about mental mastery, building your I can do this mindset. You're here because something inside you knows you're capable of more. Your soul is speaking to you and you're listening. You want more and you deserve more. You're investing your time and energy and belief in yourself by being here today. So you did not end up here by accident. I believe this is by divine intervention or divine appointment, whatever you want to call it, but this is your moment. And hopefully this is going to be where your transformation begins. So right now, somewhere in the world, someone is starting $1 million business, possibly in their PJs at their kitchen table. Someone is breaking free from limiting beliefs that held them back for decades. Someone is discovering that they have the need to succeed inside them. And somebody who's realizing their dreams aren't too big, but their thinking was just too small. And that someone is you. You are going to be unstoppable. That is my goal for you. For me, all I needed was the right strategy, and hopefully, maybe for you, it's the same thing, along with a little love, a little belief in yourself, and a little guidance. But if you're here, you're meant to be here, and I hope I give you all that you need to accomplish your soul's purpose. The universe conspired to get you here today because it's your time. Your time to rise, your time to shine, and your time to step into your most powerful, successful, abundant person that you were always meant to be. So Henry Ford has this saying I love: whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. The fact that you're here tells me volumes about you. So before we even begin, you have goals bigger than your current reality. You're tired of playing small. You're looking for guidance. You're ready to bet on yourself. You know that there is a gap between where you are and where you want to be. And you're here because you're ready to close that gap, whether you're in an existing business or you want to create a business helping others. So here's what I promise you. In the next 2 hours, you won't just learn about success. My goal is to really help you start becoming successful today. That's my goal. You won't just hear about mindset. You're going to step back into your most powerful, empowered self. You won't just dream about your future. My hope is that you're going to start building it. So let's do this. I know you truly know this, but you're about to rediscover the most powerful force in the universe is what? It's your mind. And you're going to learn exactly how to harness it for extraordinary success. I mean, we go through life living experience after experience. Sometimes they're beautiful experiences, sometimes they're traumatic. And every traumatic event changes who we are. It takes something from you. So we are many times throughout life moved out of balance. And when we're moved out of balance, we go into this negative state of mind. It can be as simple as stripping us of our confidence. And of course, I know it's not simple, but tomorrow you're going to learn that you can reverse it quickly. Or sometimes we experience great trauma, like grief or chronic illness. We are challenged so many times in our lifetime. And when something like being in business and not getting to where we want to be eventually, it just strips us of every positive thought around our self-esteem, around our self-belief, around our confidence, and takes our empowerment. That is what happened with me, and maybe you too. I don't know. Maybe you can relate. Has anyone ever felt that before? Share with me in the chat. When people are very rude, it costs confidence. Yep. There are the links. Absolutely. Okay. So today's roadmap is about having the right mindset and a positive belief system. So get ready for what I hope is to be a powerful 2 hours. You are going to obliterate limiting beliefs that have been stealing your dreams or keeping you small. You are going to ignite the same success patterns that are used by millionaire entrepreneurs. I want to magnetize unshakable confidence that makes you irresistible to success. And I want to create a crystal clear mindset that turns your passion into profit and transform every past failure into rocket fuel for your future empire. This isn't just learning. Today you are becoming. You are about to become the person you've been waiting to become. So Winston Churchill says, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. So be really proud of yourselves. And this is the statement that actually brought me back to my mission and getting out there. So with me, I had many clients. I was able to get this out there, but I could not reach my goals. I had this vision of what I was supposed to create, and I couldn't create it. I shared this in my pre-training last week. I felt successful in my business and really loved helping others, but I could not get to the plateau and reach the amount of people I wanted to. So after years of trying, because I really wanted to teach what I learned over the 10 years, and I just think this is the problem with so many health professionals, which include holistic healers. We're taught a craft. We are experts at that healing, but not in building the business. So after all these years, my husband was like, why don't you just retire, serve the clients that you have, teach classes once in a while, but slow down with me. So I said, okay. I was a little hesitant, and for those of you who know what it feels like when you're on a mission to accomplish, within 2 months, I was struggling and realized, oh my God, I am not happy. I need to get back out there. So I sat and I spoke to my husband and I told him, you know what, there is something I am feeling unfulfilled, and I know what my mission is, and I need to get back out there. So retirement, and it wasn't really ever retirement, I still took care of clients, was not for me. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that I had to get out there, because the truth is, when you are not following your purpose, you begin to not feel so well. And my heart and soul would not let me relax. And it started to really affect me. And this is why so many people, I believe, from working with them in their 40s, go to doctors for depression, because you are feeling stuck where you are. Your purpose expands as you get older, but you stay put because of obligation, children's, jobs, and it creeps up on you and starts to affect you mentally and eventually physically. So I went to my husband and I spoke to him about it. And he said, you've got to serve your soul's purpose, which of course, those are not the words that he used, but that was it. I said, you know, I hear you, and I'm going to go and I'm going to do that. But to be honest, I was also scared, because if I got back out there and I invested and I didn't follow through, or it didn't work for me, it would be scary for me. I mean, I realized that what I first had to do was figure out where I went wrong. And I realized what I went wrong. It was not my passion that was the problem, and my experience wasn't the problem. The problem was my strategy. I didn't have a good step-by-step strategy to get me where I wanted to go. And things change so easily in when you're a solopreneur or an entrepreneur. And so the rules that applied 5 years ago are already outdated. And now it's really easier than ever to build a successful health business from your office or your kitchen table, whether you are 25 or 68, it doesn't matter. So I knew it was going to be an investment for me, and I was using my retirement savings to get back out there and invest in myself and invest in my business. So I knew I really had to do this right. I also knew that I did not want to work 40 hours a week anymore. I wanted to teach courses maybe 4 to 6 times a year. I would teach specialization integration, which we're going to talk about tomorrow, how to build authority, how to work less hours. I would mentor privately and in groups and help those in the health industry to build a successful business. So now I had a very strategic plan of action to get there. And it would take time to implement, but once done, it would be finished. And it has honestly been amazing for me ever since. I would like to have 500 practitioners changed by the end of the year, and we are on our way to that. So Zig Ziglar shares, your current situation is not your final destination. The best is yet to come. So right now in this moment, you have a choice. You can continue thinking the same thoughts that brought you to where you are today, or you can work to change your thoughts that would catapult you to where you want to be tomorrow. The thing is, after you've tried over and over and spent money over and over with no ROI, which is return on investment, you've probably come to a place that I call the self-doubting mind, and you need to turn that back into a millionaire mind. So the self-doubting mind says, what if I fail? I am not techie enough. I can't afford it. It's too risky. And the millionaire mind says, how can I find the money? What's the risk of not trying? What will I learn when I succeed? How can I become more tech savvy? And Tony Robbins says, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. So in the book on page 20, and I think the pages are the same. It'll be around there if it's not exactly the same. I added some things, played around with some things. You can do this after the course. I want you to write down who you are today, who you need to become to achieve your dreams, and what's the one belief you need to change right now to be successful. So actually, I would like for you to answer that third question in the chat. What is that one belief you need to change right now to be successful? Do you know? Okay, you need to be a truly disciplined action taker. I mean, the fact that you know is fantastic. I mean, there are lies that we tell ourselves. Every limitation in your life started as a thought. And then those fears take hold of us, and our confidence is slowly being crushed over time, and those negative beliefs begin to take over. Every breakthrough begins with questioning those thoughts and realizing that fear lives in this space before we leap. Fearlessness is born the moment we jump. So let's talk about the 5 most dangerous business limiting beliefs. The first one is, I'm not experienced enough. And every expert was a beginner. Or the market is too saturated. Well, we know that, and that's why we're going to talk about specialization integration. There is always room for excellence. We create unique positioning and authority, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow because we want you to stand out. I don't have time. Well, you have the same 24 hours in your day that every successful person has. And if you want something, you can achieve every want. I might fail. Well, the truth is you'll definitely fail if you don't try. And that's why finding your person, your mentor, can change everything for you. So don't let what you cannot do interfere what you can do. So for me, a limiting thought I needed to change was, I have an amazing superpower, but I felt my business skills were terrible. And I had to change that. So that was my new goal when I decided I was getting back into this. But what I learned from one of my coaches is that your superpower is not enough. You have to, you have to also become your own marketing genius. You have to be as good at marketing as you are at your craft, because that is the only way to success. And I believed it because I lived it. 5 years ago, it was just too expensive and too difficult to do. I was a speck of water in an ocean. So I made the decision this time around, after I learned a few things, that I can definitely do this. And that's what I did. I listened, I took action. Even when I feared or hated the change or was unsure of how to do something, especially tech related, I still tried. I asked for help. And when that didn't work for me, I hired someone to do the work for me. I was determined. And I also knew that based on my strategic plan, that what I didn't know and had to figure out, which was the tech stuff, once I figured it out, I was done. If I wanted to be, I had all the systems in place that I needed. And going back to my quote, fear lives in the space before we leap. Fearlessness is born the moment we jump. So you do something new for the first time, you sweat through it. You get frustrated, you try again, and you repeat it until it becomes easy and you become fearless. It's only about change, and the fear is change. The question is, though, how badly do you want it? That is your only decision. How badly do you want it? So things have changed so drastically for health professionals in business, definitely for the better. Success isn't luck. It's a system, and I'm going to show you over the next 2 days how to cut your time by 2/3 in some areas. And that system begins with mindset and your mind. If you don't believe that you can do it, then you can't, right? It goes back to that Henry Ford quote, whether you can or can't, you're right. So everyone here can do it if you're willing to. And that's a question you really have to ask yourself. In this moment, it's not based on your experience or knowledge. It's strictly based on your wants and desire. How much do you want this? Don't invest in yourself if you're not going to follow through with action. But if you cannot shape this feeling to do more, to have more, if you feel that you're being pushed to do more inside, if your soul is speaking to you and you won't give up, then trust yourself. Find someone. Find someone you can trust to help you, whether it's me or someone else who really resonates with you. The end result for what I'm talking about now is that to succeed, you have to make the decision to be in it to win it. And I think if you're here now, you are. Success is where preparation and opportunity meet. Your heart and expertise are incredible, but they need the right vehicle to reach the world. And so here are the pillars of a successful mindset. And this is in page 21 of the book. And you could answer those questions for homework. A lot of this is really reflection and what's inside you, helping you to create what you want. So the first thing you need for a successful mindset is unwavering belief. Belief creates reality. Act as if failure is impossible, and your conviction becomes contagious. And honestly, this happens when you don't give up, when you feel like you cannot give up. When you have a strategic plan of action with the new rules, everything changes for you. And using what I call the new rules, you're going to learn about it over the next 3 days together. And I also speak on it in pre-training. And the link is in the chat. I sent it a little earlier with the other links. You also need a crystal clear vision and the strategic plan of action and follow it in the correct order. That plan gives you the clear vision. So you can see your success before it happens. You can make it so vivid you can taste it. Let it pull you forward like a magnet, and you have to move on it immediately. A goal is a dream with a deadline. And then the next thing you need to do is take massive action, creating the foundation. Motion creates momentum. You have to get the systems in place. When I work with my clients, I like to get all of this done and set up in the first 3 months so things are happening for you quickly. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. That's a quote from Walt Disney. And then you have failure immunity. Failure is data, not defeat. The same way I learned where my shortcomings were, failure or things not moving in the direction you want is data for you. It tells me where you need to invest more time. Every no gets you closer to a yes. Bounce back faster than you fall down and tweak what needs to be tweaked. So for continued growth, you need to invest yourself first. You need to learn faster than your industry changes. And I talk about that in the pre-training as well. Things change so rapidly. What you were able to do in business 5 years ago, it's old stuff, old rules, nothing. When you can achieve now what you can achieve with the new rules is so amazing and so much less of an investment as well than it was 5 years ago with those old rules. Now there's not really a lot of competition with big business anymore. And being seen and building your expertise and creating authority with strategic integration, which we talk about tomorrow, it's key. People will be coming to you and you'll be getting rid of that finite hourly income, which is huge for those in the health industry. It helps you to become so good, people can't ignore it. Jim Rohn says, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. So once you make the decision and believe in yourself enough to know that with the right guidance, you can have it all, even though you may not know the how yet, that's number one. That is your ticket to success. RM, right mindset. Find your mentor and get guidance. Know what you want and be ready to crush it. That's first, right? Mindset. It all changes because once you know that you can do this and you are really open to your purpose and you are really feeling your self-belief, you will literally feel euphoric. The confidence and the excitement come flooding in. So you have something to offer, and that's why you're here. It's just about how to get it out there. You're great at what you do, or you have something you want to learn, and it's just about how to get it out there. That is something that is learned. Your superpower, that comes from within. Learning to create your successful, wealthy business and authority, that's all taught. And over the 3 days, I'm going to teach you a kick butt program that is free and is going to save you hours and hours of work and creating. Like I said, building a business is easier than it ever was before. And the truth is, if you're thinking about giving up, even though you don't want to, you can be committing a great disservice by not being available to people that are looking for your help and expertise. It's really about taking you out of the circle of 200 and putting you in the circle of 1. Understand that the gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't time, it's strategy. And setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. So what I'm talking about are the changes you need to make, the thoughts you need to create so you can change what's not working for you and create these new steps that will work for you and help you to create the right mindset. Do you agree? Yes. So how do you change your mindset? There's 2 ways. One is how we're doing it now, talking it through. But add to this some powerful plant medicine, specifically flower remedies to help, and you will soar simply because you will be moved back to your most positive state of mind and bring back your self-belief. Plant medicine focuses on our mental and emotional health, and when we're out of balance, it brings us back to our best state. So where do you struggle mentally? Is it confidence? Is it exhaustion? Is it anxiety or depression? Do you struggle with your self-belief? Do you feel empowered? Are you angry? Once you experience this health modality, you will not believe the powerful changes it will make for you and your kids, even your pets. It's going to move you back to your best state of mind. And this is something we will talk about tomorrow, and I touched on and shared remedies also in the pre-training visit. I see, Brittany, that you're on and you have a lot of experience with plant medicine.
You know, plant medicine is my lifesaver at this point.
I'm glad to hear it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. If you're with us, I may ask you to share because it's life-changing. I agree. Did the same for me. So thank you for sharing that. So power quest questions for breakthrough. On page 23 in the book, there are things that you can do tonight. But let's share on one question. Pick a question that you might want to answer yourself and edit and put it in the chat. What would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? What would your life look like if you don't change anything? What will your life look like when you create change and grow a successful business? And what's one thing you can do today to move closer to your dream? And we know, of course, that your dream really is your soul's goals. Do you want to share in the chat any answers that pop into your head? Eleanor Roosevelt says the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Entrepreneurship is living a few years of life like most people won't, so that they could spend the rest of their life like most people can't. So we want to create the entrepreneur's mental shifts on page 26 in the book. We want to take you to the board. Right now, when you work for somebody, what you're getting is a monthly salary. We want to shift that to unlimited income potential. We want to go from when you work for someone, following orders. You want to go to creating your own rules. When you work for someone, you want to avoid any risks that can hurt you or have you lose your job. When you are an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, you manage your risks. You become a troubleshooter. And when you're working for someone, time is money. But when you work for yourself, you create systems for freedom. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is right now. This is where your transformation begins. I hope that this is the moment that everything changes. You came here believing one way, and my hope is that you're leaving as someone with completely different thoughts or more motivated thoughts, knowing that you're in control of your destiny. Whether you're in business right now or you want to create a business in the health industry holistically, you can do this or you can do anything you want. First, you have to want to. And second, you have to have that plan of action to follow. And third, you meet a mentor who can guide you. That is I truly believe that. You now possess something that 95% of people will never have, and that's the mindset of a champion. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. So write this down, your success declaration. I am not the same person who walked in here. I am stronger, clearer, and more determined than ever before. My dreams are not too big. My thinking was too small, but that changes today. I am ready. I am worthy. I am unstoppable at getting what I want. Okay, I put that in the chat for you. So take this quote or take a quote that you love and inspires you and put it where you're going to see it every day. Put it on your bathroom mirror. or in the bedroom. So are you seeing the possibilities that you're really not stuck? You just need a view different from different from the lens that you see through. You need an objective opinion, objective help, somebody who sees things differently, bigger. Okay? Can you tell me in the chat? Do you understand? Excuse me. Now, tomorrow, day 2, this is an exciting class where we talk about specialization integration and how that raises the bar, excuse me, for your business and creates your authority and expertise that no one can touch. We also talk about income streams, creating and incorporating your personal signature product, and getting you out of that hourly prison that you might be stuck in. Then on day 3, we're going to talk about the exact steps it takes to build your business and your brands, what it takes to grow it, automated systems, how to package your products, and how to price them so you can prosper while helping others in a way no one else can. And with that comes the steps to then build your business to get many clients and create your wealth. Who's excited for that? Who's excited about learning how you can sell something that no one else has? You become the sought after product and will create great income. And you're going to be selling things that are worth a lot of money. And you're going to help people with even more value. And I want you guys to understand, and you will see that you're going to lead by example. Let me share something with you. I value myself. And if you guys want to work with me in my private 1-year mentorship, there's a fee, a very large fee. It could cost anywhere from $70,000 to $100,000 working together. That is my fee. And some of you can look at this and say, oh my God, that's a lot of money. And it is. But I have quite a lot to offer. But let me share something else with you. I've worked with many people in my other programs that don't come close to $100,000 spending that kind of money. And these clients have had great results. So to share a few with you of my favorite clients, Jane, she started with me as a client for remedies. She wasn't feeling good. She wasn't feeling herself. She wanted to make some changes in her life, and she kept procrastinating. She couldn't get herself out there doing it. So I worked with her as a client, and she saw such amazing change. She decided that she wanted to become a practitioner. So I worked with her as a practitioner. And I taught her how to use the flower remedies. And she started doing that and looking for clients. And then she fell in love with something else that she wanted to do. So she incorporated both, and she figured out how to mold them together, or had some ideas. But she was stuck. She was working full time. She needed help, and she really couldn't get it together. And then I started offering my courses on business building, and she joined because she felt like she was not following her purpose. So we spoke about what she needed, and she was willing to pay the cost to work with me. I don't work for free. She does not work for free. And you also do not work for free. And I'm sure many of you have experienced what happens when you do work for free. People don't value you. It's very frustrating. So it's best not to do that. So we created, and that's what she was doing. So we created a plan of action. She started it, she incorporated it, and within 2 months, she had a strategic plan of action, and she started closing clients. Next on the agenda for her is automating. So another person I worked with, she left me also a beautiful case study. Working with me, I was able to help her in an organized fashion. And she had a problem with organization. So there are many beautiful remedies that help with organization that, to be honest with you, I am on all the time. So I helped walk her through the process, set up the systems for her, get her out there, and then stood by her and guided her every step of the way. It really worked out beautifully for her. She lives in New York. She's an older woman, and it is all out there for her, and she's running her business. The point is, you don't need a $100,000 package. What you need is guidance from a mentor, and you take action. People who pay more attention. So you need to value your work and charge appropriately for it. So let's do this. Let's do what I call my victory meditation. Everybody close your eyes. Take a breath in and just breathe. And breathe in and out. I want you to see yourself exactly 1 year from today. Take a breath in. Feel this. You wake up every morning excited because you get to do what you love, and you're making incredible money doing it. Your bank account reflects your impact. Your calendar is full of dream clients who value you, who pay you premium rates, who thank you for changing their lives. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. You're not just helping people, you're transforming lives on a massive scale. You've become the go-to expert in your field. People seek you out. They wait for you. They invest in you. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Feel that confidence in your body. Feel that peace in your heart. And feel that joy in your soul. This isn't fantasy. This is your future reality. The person you're seeing. That's who you're going to become starting today. So take another breath in and feel it. So, if you're ready, open your eyes and share with me. What is one word that describes how that vision made you feel? Can you drop it in the chat? And let's celebrate this powerful vision together. Oh, good. Bold, peaceful, inspiring. Now think about doing this when you get into bed at night and you close your eyes. Give yourself 5 minutes to create your future. It all starts here. So I want to share a story. Did you ever hear the story of the drowning man? I don't know why I love this story so much. A man was caught in a flood and prayed desperately to God, God, please save me. And then a neighbor paddles by in a canoe and says, hey, jump in. I'm going to take you to safety. And the man replies, no, thanks. God will save me. So the man moved on and the water rose higher. And then another rescue boat appears and says, hey, climb aboard. We'll get you out of here. And the man says, no, thanks. God's going to save me. And the boat left. And the water rose even high. The man is drowning. And a helicopter flies over and he drops a ladder. And he says, grab onto the ladder and climb on up. And once more, the man says, no, God's going to save me. And what happens is the man drowns. So he goes to heaven and he asks God, God, why didn't you save me? I prayed so hard. And God gently smiles and says, my dear child, I sent you a boat, a canoe, and a helicopter. You just didn't recognize me in the rescue. So what I'm saying to you is don't miss your miracle moment. So many beautiful souls want transformation, but when the opportunity arrives in front of them, they don't recognize it. They're waiting for that perfect moment, the right time, the guaranteed outcome, and there is no such thing. You have to make it for yourself and seize on opportunities that land in front of you. How many of you can resonate with what I'm sharing right now? How many of you have ever had it that you're wishing for something, you're hoping for something, something that can finally make a difference for you, and then because it shows up differently, you're not going to receive it, or there's a cost, so you immediately shut off? So what's important to know is that when you see an opportunity that you feel would be great for you, say yes. And I was totally turned off, right? I would see an opportunity for about 5 years back in the day after spending so much money, and they would pop up in front of me and I would want to do it. And I would say no. And I feel like I missed some good opportunities. So you have to learn to say yes. If you are feeling it in your soul and you are resonated with that idea or with that opportunity or with that person, say yes and do it. So how many of you are very good at receiving? Because I'm going to put that to the test. You guys ready? You ready to receive? How many of you have enjoyed yourself so far today? Do you feel like you're receiving anything? Yeah, you feel like you're receiving value? Okay, good. I'm really happy. It's not all the meat, but it's important. Tomorrow we're going to get to the meat. So I want to ask you this question. How many of you would actually want to take advantage of an offer from me to receive something special? What if I were to offer you a private one-on-one strategy call for 30 minutes? How many of you think that that could be beneficial for your business? Okay, so I'm going to do something totally crazy. You guys already know my fee for a strategy call. It's $1,500. And I usually overgive and overdeliver. So I'm going to do something totally crazy, but I can only do this for one person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a strategy call opportunity, and I'm going to literally give it away for peanuts, but only for one person. And that one person is going to get a full refund and a free strategy session just for one person. So here is the link. Hold on 1 second. You're going to have the chance to take advantage of one of my superpowers. People don't realize all they have to offer, which is why I love doing these strategy calls. So let me tell you, I'm really eager to see who I get to help and learn about. Having an objective view from a strategist opens up a gold mine for you. It really does. So smile because you're looking very serious. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. It looks like Gennady. We have a winner. All right, put our hands together for Gennady. I just want to say congratulations. And I just want to say, because for me, one of the things that's so important is to reward action takers, because you never know what wonderfulness, it's a word I made up, can come from it. And so let's put our hands together. Okay, Gennady, you're going to get a strategy session as well as a full refund for the call. Woohoo, superstar. Now, quickly, I want to share one thing that's very important for everybody. This was an exercise opportunity. Everybody that's tried to take advantage of our 30-minute strategy call, you'll get a refund. But what I really want to share with you is this, and this is important. I want people to understand how the mind and specifically the subconscious works, because what we've just been talking about is not taking advantage of an opportunity that ends up right in front of you. You learned where your mindset is right now, and you had an opportunity to take an action that can propel you for $25. So we've been talking about opportunities becoming right in front of you. And when you see an opportunity, or I see an opportunity that I'm aligned with, I must grab it. Now, if you don't feel connected to the opportunity, then I totally understand. And that's good you didn't go for it. But if you felt it was a great opportunity and did not take advantage of that, that is your mindset, and we need to do something about it, or you're going to be stuck right where you are. I want you guys to take a very close look, because whatever it was that you specifically did or didn't do, there's something for you to learn there. Which brings us to risk reward assessment. So this is a lesson into your own subconscious. We only have a few more minutes left, and I know I'm over delivering, but I really want this point to hit home. So here goes. Everyone, whether you're already successful or whether you're just starting out, every one of us has possibilities in life. And a lot of different opportunities come our way. And when that opportunity comes, there is a decision, right? One is risk and one is reward. There's always both. And successful people have a very efficient way of looking at the two and making decisions based on that. Because the truth of the matter is, how much of you actually said yes to a strategy call, who thought, wow, that sounds amazing and inexpensive, I have to take advantage of the opportunity? And how many of you actually thought that, but then prevented yourself from taking that opportunity? Even when knowing you were getting something possibly for free that would help you create a successful business and life that people pay $1,500 for. That was totally me. And that's why I really felt stuck for a few years, right? So how do you look at the opportunities that cross your way? What creates the decision for you? Is it money? Is it fear? How do you work with opportunity that comes in front of you for your personal life? Is it the same? What makes you say yes? What makes you say no? Are you choosing in a way that's going to benefit you, or does it go back to fear? Are you sabotaging your own success? Just something to think about. Because ultimately you want to figure out, okay, where is my state of mind? Is it in a good place, or do I need to readjust a little bit? So when you're faced with a choice, do you know to compare the pros and cons for each and make the decision that suits you in the right way? Is it going to be good for you? Is it not going to be good for you? So how many of you are having an aha moment? Because there's risk and reward in everything. It's your business. You are going to have decisions to make all the time. You're going to have troubleshooting all the time. And mostly you're going to have investment decisions to make, and you have to make them with care, whether it's hiring something, whether it's buying something. Do not write them off because it costs money. And the thing is that risk is not taking an action is just as risky, and realize when it's too late. So how many of you have been wanting to do something for a long time, but you haven't done it? And all of a sudden, 5 years passes by, 10 years pass by, and before you know it, you're stuck. So you really need to think your decisions through, whether they're good or they're bad for you. But make the decision. You want to make sure that you are literally not stopping yourself from success. So tomorrow, I'm going to teach you how to create some amazing and expensive packages for your clients. And I want you to believe in them and that you are worth every dollar, and they will believe that you're worth every dollar. But you have to feel the same about your education and movement forward in business and other things, your life. You are going to serve your clients greatly because you're going to help them solve a problem with your expertise, and will create abundance, well-deserved abundance. And it's simply by learning your superpower if you don't have one yet. And if you do, sharing it. So everything I do, everything my company is about, honesty, integrity, and all about helping professionals grow, especially women, honestly, because you don't get paid your worth. It has to do with being a nurturer. And I honestly want to change that for you. Create packaging, create your superpower, get you out there. Look at all the things you will potentially be able to give other people that you have never even thought about. Are you interested in learning that tomorrow? Yeah? Okay, good. So, all right. I know today's been a long day, but I have one more thing that I want to share, one more important thing. And we're also going to talk about the homework. So I want to ask you one more question on a serious note. I know this exercise that we just did was important because it takes us into our psyche and how and why we do things. But I actually want to ask you guys a serious question that my team and I have been discussing. How many of you would think it would be beneficial if my team and I were to work with you for life? And if we were to help you in your business? Of course, it's only the first day and you really haven't heard a whole lot yet, but maybe it would help you in some way. Do you think that that would be beneficial for you? You'll know more after tomorrow, but tell me what you think. Fantastic. We will find a way to do it. So we have many different mentorship opportunities and programs, and many do come at a hefty price tag. But I know for me, when I invested in me, it changed my life and the life of my clients. But I know not everyone has a lot of money to spend, but I want to serve them. So that's when I went to my team and said, okay, what can we do to serve everybody? So we had our little roundtable discussion from different areas of the world and decided that we are now in a place that we can offer an amazing scholarship program. I want everybody who's supposed to be here and wants to be here to be here. So my question to you is, do you feel it would benefit you? And again, I know it's only the first day, the real meat is yet to come. If we offer you a scholarship program, we have not worked out all the details yet. We are going to discuss it again tonight and come up with numbers. But I would like one more class under your belt so you can really get a feel for who we are and what we want to accomplish for you. So this would mean if you qualify for the scholarship, we're going to cover the vast majority of the tuition. So now if we were to do something like that and we could figure something out really grand, how many of you would actually like to be considered for a majority scholarship? If that's for you, comment in the chat. Okay, absolutely. Okay, so I see people are interested, so thank you so much. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to finish with you guys day number 1. My team and I are going to meet again tonight. I'm going to see what's possible because we do want to honor the high quality of our programs while serving you. So we're going to figure out how to create an amazing scholarship offer and how many people we can do it for. But I'm excited about this and I hope that you guys are too. So tomorrow I will share with you what we've come up with, and I really want to give back to health professionals and those that want to help others in business. Okay, let's get to homework. Your empire is calling you. Your people are waiting. Your time is now. So I want you to get a little bit out of your comfort zone. So I would love it if you would go into the Plant Alliance group, which I posted at the beginning of our talk today. And if you go into the group, you're going to see where I have information on how to create a video. If you want to get out there and share your authority, this is one of the ways to do it. And it's so simple and it reaches so many people. So go into that Plant Alliance Facebook group and do a live video. All the instructions are there. And all you need to do is share your name. And if you received an aha moment, I'm thankful for that. Thank you. But share it in the chat so others can see it. Share it in that live video. You could spend a minute, you could spend 10 minutes speaking, whatever you'd like to do. But just get it out there. Let that light in you shine and let people see. And who you are. Look at the video afterwards. None of us are perfect. You see, I post videos all the time. None of them are perfect. I put it out there. So just share your name and your aha moment. And if you want, what you hope to achieve together. There can be somebody in the group that relates to you and reaches out. 2, the second thing is there are the pillar questions on page 21 to 23 and questions for self-reflection. And that's in the book, and the link for the book is also in the chat, amydcohen.com/book. So we will see you tomorrow for day 2. Huge strategic integration. This is where we turn you into the undisputed authority in your field. And if you don't know what your field is yet, we're going to help you with that tomorrow. Be here at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, same Zoom channel, and I'm looking to see you all again tomorrow. We want to set you up for crazy success, my friends. I believe in you. I hope that you believe in you. And now go show the world what you're made of. Go do that video. Okay, everybody? Any questions before we go? Just let me know in the chat. Anybody have any questions? No. Okay. You're welcome. Go live in the group right now. Just go to the Plant Alliance group. You'll see the instructions at the top. Go in to write something, and you'll see it all. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow.